Hey y'all, and welcome back to week 25 of this pregnancy. Now, I'm just going to warn you up front that this is probably going to be a long video because my life has been crazy since I last spoke to you 5 weeks ago. So much has happened, not just pregnancy related, but with my life, so I thought I would just give you a little bit of an overview on what has been going on with me. Anyway, so not too long after I did my 20-week update, my mom had foot surgery, and she had her bunion removed as well as a piece of bone in her big toe because it was starting to hammer, I think they call it, hammer toe. Anyway, that's not funny, but it sounds funny. Anyway, so that left my mom pretty much completely unable to walk on her foot. They said absolutely, like, don't even put the tiniest little amount of pressure on it for the first 2 weeks. So my sisters and I and my brother, I have 3 sisters and 1 brother. One of my sisters lives in South Carolina, but anyway, we took turns driving up to my parents' house, who live about an hour and a half away, to sort of cook and do things for my dad and for my nephew, just to help them out so they weren't, you know, left with having to do everything, because my dad is not the best cook, and my mom, you know, I mean, we love our parents, so we wanted to go help out. So anyway, I went up there for a few days to just cook and clean and just sort of do anything that my mom needed done. And about, let's see, two weeks after my mom's surgery, my dad hurt his back and ended up being hospitalized for 6 days in excruciating back pain. So in the meantime, my mom could not put any pressure on her foot. She couldn't even walk. My dad is now in the hospital. So we pretty much took turns between all of us going up there every, you know, every few days, and staying for 1 to 2 to 3 days, you know, just depending on what we could do with our work schedules and kids and school and all of that stuff. And then now that my dad has been released, he is pretty much, it's sort of like a wait and see game. So he can really, I mean, he has to take pain medicine and all kinds of stuff because his back just won't, and his leg just won't stop hurting. And so it's been really hard on him. And then of course my mom wasn't able to walk or do anything. And so just now, almost 5 weeks after my mom's original surgery and 3 weeks after my dad being in the hospital, are they sort of being able to take care of themselves again. And I joked and I was like, well, you know, Mom, this is why I'll have 5 kids, so we can all do our part. Anyway, so that's been the major thing going on. That's just taken up a lot of our time. Excuse me. Ellie did start school, preschool, on on September 8th, and she absolutely loves it. She just goes in the afternoon. Excuse me, I can tell burping is back today. Anyway, she is absolutely loving it. So that has happened. My sister, speaking of one of my sisters that lives in South Carolina, her and her husband and their baby boy flew out here and spent a week. They just left last week, so I've been doing lots of things with that. Geez, it's, I don't know, my brother's father-in-law, or not father-in-law, well, pretty much like his father-in-law, his grandfather in-law died last week, and so, oh my goodness, it's just been so many things going on around here, and it feels crazy. Austin has hurt his leg and his back, and he's had to go for an x-ray already, and he has to get an MRI done, and it's like the never-ending cycle of people being hurt and sick. Ellie's second or third, sorry about that. I got interrupted, my phone rang. Anyway, so yeah, Ellie's, I think I was talking about her school, like her second or third day of school, she got a horrible cold or allergies or something. I don't know. Excuse me. And she had to miss, like that day, or no, not that day. She was there. She missed like 1 or 2 days that week, and then she missed 1 day the next week. And then, last week, no, the week before last, I had to go pick her up because she threw up during class, and I'm like, oh Lord, please do not let this be a vision into the future of school. It has been a crazy mess. Thankfully, everything is still going well with the baby. I will get into that now. Let's see. I have my trusty sheet here that's horribly written as always. Symptom-wise, over the past month, I've really been bloated. Ugh, gross, I know. Just tired. I don't even know what it is, but like this nerve bundle right, you know, where my flank is back here. And you can actually rub your hand over it and feel where the nerves are just bundled up, and my muscle is just like a knot. And with pregnancy with Ellie, I definitely like hurt really bad. And I never did anything about it. I never went to the chiropractor or anything like that. But it didn't start hurting until, I don't know, I want to say around 28 or 29 weeks. And this time it probably started hurting like 3 weeks ago maybe, and it's gotten bad. There are some days where, oh my gosh, it hurts to even just move my leg. Like the more I walk on it in a day or stand on it if I'm at work, it just feels like a shooting nerve pain down the back of my leg. And if I lift my leg, it hurts. And when I sit down, not so much sit down, but like lay down, it hurts so bad. And so thankfully at work we actually have a pregnancy stool, so I can sit on that a lot, but it's huge, and you know, people are trying to like walk behind me, and I have to get up and walk and do computer stuff a lot, and anyway, it is a big pain. So that has been hurting a lot. It really hurts in my tailbone. I've had some nausea again, like if I don't eat or something. I mean, not that I'm like skipping meals, but you know, when you're busy, you just forget or don't get up in time or whatever. And anyway, so like nausea has come back. For my tailbone thing, sorry, to get back to that, I am going to be going to the chiropractor on Monday. And I cannot wait, because in my brain, I just have this feeling like she's just going to be able to crack my hips or my tailbone or something and release the horrible pressure that I have there. Sorry about that. My low battery light just came on, so I better hurry up. Anyway, so yeah, I'm just like praying to God that it will just be some magical cure and it will help, because right now, like, it hurts really bad. Cravings, I've just been, this is weird. So I've been a lot more hungry some days, and then some days not very hungry at all. And so some days I definitely eat more. Some days I feel like I could just raid and eat everything in my refrigerator. Like, I just feel hungry, like insatiable. But main cravings have been probably cereal, and let's see what I wrote. Sweets still, sour stuff still. Sour like sour candy, not like, I don't want to eat like weird sour savory foods. I went through a little phase a few weeks ago where I like pasta. Ugh, it sounded disgusting. Like anything heavy with like a cream sauce or anything like that just sounded so nasty, and I unfortunately discovered that at my best friend's birthday. But anyway, I sucked it up and it was fine and it was lovely. But let's see. But now that's really not a problem anymore. I mean, I still don't like to eat heavy stuff, but it's not like Italian food related now. It's just in general. But I think that's about it. I still really like bagels. I don't really have cravings. Like I said before, I've never had like a insatiable craving. I guess, I don't know, maybe I'm just not wired that way or something, or my body is kind of balanced, so it doesn't feel like it really needs any specific food group. Excuse me. Mood, let's see, my mood has been, as you know, a little crazy. I do feel overall like my mood is good. I feel happy most of the time now, but I do get really easily emotional. The stuff going on with my mom and dad, I feel like just really has made me, I don't want to say savor life or something cheesy like that, but I feel like it's sort of, it makes you realize your mortality and especially my parents. I mean, I don't think my parents are old. They are in their early 60s, but to me, that's not old, because I feel like, to me, my parents will never be old, no matter if they're 90. Because I don't ever want to lose them. I mean, that's a whole other story. But anyway, I've definitely felt very emotional the last few weeks. I've also felt anxious about having another baby. This baby was super planned, and it was is super wanted. But I feel anxious about loving another kid, and from what I've talked to other people, like that's normal. Like, you feel like, you know, how could I love someone else as much as I love my first one and whatnot. And I definitely sometimes lay in bed and I'm looking at Ellie, like when she sleeps with me when Austin's gone at work, and I just think, like, you to me are utter perfection, and I don't know, I can't imagine feeling that way about another creature. So sometimes, you know, it makes me feel sad, like I should have been content with the one, like, perfect kid that I have. But anyway, I'm still, you know, like, I'm in love with the baby. I just, you know, I think once it's here, I'll be able to comprehend that love. But right now, it just feels a little disconnected, I guess. Let's see, other stuff. Oh, I had my 24-week appointment last Monday or Tuesday. I can't remember now. It was, well, whatever October 1st was, that was when my appointment was. It was my 24-week appointment. That went really well. The bad part is I gained 6 pounds in 1 month. And my doctor was like, you know, typically I only like to look a little bit different, my hair or whatever. My phone died, and then I had to go pick up Ellie from preschool. So anyway, I think I left off with talking about my weight gain. Let's see, yeah, so I gained 6 pounds in 1 month, and my doctor was like, I kind of only like to see you gain 4 pounds at the most at this point, but she did say that between weeks 20 and 24, the baby takes a big growth spurt, so she was like, you know, so 6 pounds, if you're gonna gain 6 pounds in a month at any point during the pregnancy, you know, that's probably the best place or time to gain it, because, you know, the baby is taking a big growth spurt, and I haven't changed my eating habits, so I can only imagine that it was mostly from that. So I gained 6 pounds, so that means I am up 9 pounds total. And I actually, it's funny because I thought that was like way more than I had gained with Ellie at this point, but I found my belly book that I did with her, and at this point I had gained 8 pounds, so I guess that's not too shabby. Anyway, let's see what else. Oh, they measured my fundal height, and that was measuring at 25 weeks, so a little bit bigger. I feel gigantic. Just wait till you see this thing. Let's see. I'm sorry. I'm having to look at my sheet of paper and I'm blind. Let's see. Yeah, so the baby looked good. They did check its that aortic arch that she wasn't able to see last time, and she said it looked perfect. The baby's heart rate was 142, which is kind of odd because, I mean, that in itself is not odd, but I don't know, it just feels weird to me because, like, every time I go to the doctor, except for 2 times, I think, the heart rate has gone down like 10 beats a minute. And so, anyway, I don't know, because it started out, like, the highest it got, I think, was like 162, and then it stayed at around 152 for quite a while, and then now it's 142. So I don't know. There's probably nothing to worry about, but it's just weird. And I kind of worry, sorry, my head itches. I kind of worry about everything, just with everything that we have been through. I don't know why, but I completely just like forgot the most important thing. Austin was able to feel the baby move from the outside, and I don't know if I told you that before, but he was able to feel it, and it was strong. Like to this day, the day that or evening that he felt the baby kicking or whatever it was doing from the outside was the strongest I have felt it. And you know, I mean, I think a lot of that goes back to you know, oh my gosh, sorry, hold on, let me remedy this hair. Okay, that's annoying, I know, when people play with their hair, but that sucker looks huge. Anyway, now I forget what I was saying. Oh, I have honestly no idea what I was saying. Something about the baby moving, but anyway, I do feel the baby all the time now, and it's really awesome. And even with the anterior placenta, I'm still feeling it move around a lot. And let's see, yeah, I think that's about it. It's really funny because we still have no idea what the baby is, but because Ellie calls the baby her and her sister and she and everything female related, I constantly want to say her and she. So maybe that is a sign. I don't know. But anyway, I will show you this big old belly, and I gotta say, I'm a little self-conscious about it because 2 days ago, a lady at Walmart walked up to me and literally berated me for like 2 minutes about how gigantic my stomach was for how far along I was. I should have just been like, excuse me, lady. I should have not even told her how far along I was, or said, oh, I'm due next week, because I already realized that I'm like big for, you know, 25 weeks. But anyway, I was not nice to her. And when she was like, oh, I didn't mean to offend you, I said, how can you not think that's offensive? And then she kind of just toddled away, but whatever, lady. Anyway, okay, now I will show you my belly. Oh, excuse all this. Let's see if I can even do this. All right. I might have to take this off of here and do it this way. Yeah. So there's that. And there's it up. Oh my gosh, like it always looks so huge. That's pretty gigantic. So, oh, I did it again. Anyway, oh, I think where's my baby? Anyway, that is it for this week, y'all. I will try not to be so horrible about getting my videos up, but sometimes, like the song says, life just gets in the way. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!